And the sudden change situation even more difficult for this defense facing a first and goal. He wants it all. Touchdown UNLV. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, you can't get momentum in a game any better than they just did. Defense. A lot of explosive playmakers on this offense. You saw it right there.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Washington. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Running back searching for a hole. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. It's a running one. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Huskies. He broke away from
speed in the open field and goes score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he made that extra point. The wet turf, no problem at all. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, every game in the SEC so vital to a team's season, and this one is no different. Tennessee left little doubt. You know, this version of the Volunteers can hang with any of the teams of the past. And remember, this is a program that went 13-0 en route to a national title back in 1998. Each week in the SEC, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out today again, guys, with another good team taking one on the chin.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. He's got the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. Oh, he got loose. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Rebels are moving quickly down the field. They'll run the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. Ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Cross the 10, got it out to the 14. That's a gain of 5.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Here's the pressure. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. Rebels offense is back on the field. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Thanks to grab. No chance to run, but still a good game.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
They'll pick up. Yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Hurley. He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown, Rebels! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And Reese, we know the fullback's job. He's in there to block consistently, so it's a nice job by the offense, slipping him out of the backfield, throwing him a bone. He catches it, does the rest, and gets into the end zone.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the defender. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking for room. It's Malone. They'll get it. Ain't no need to measure it to 1st down. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant, physical trenches.
Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Motion from the wideout. They go to the ground. Got enough for the first. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Husky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense.
Oh, he's got some space. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last when they need 8 on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got the first down and still on his feet. Wide open on the right. Touchdown, Vegas. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And he finds the end zone again. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now he's entered the end zone, and not even 2 full games yet. This dude's a playmaker.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Hold on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. Turning it on! Off his feet.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone, or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it, basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Second down coming up. From the gun, the running back looking for room. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Leaves it with the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter. I know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver in the middle of the field.
Looking to throw, it's Hurley. Throws toward the end zone. Wide out trying to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Rebels are flying down the field. Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. LSU is running away with things right now, and you just know Mike the Tiger is loving this offense today. They're up by 21 over Tulane. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team.
Kicking team.
That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you got to pull up. 15-yard penalty. Grab behind the line. It's Tyree. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hurley. Jukes his way for more. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. 3rd down coming. He'll keep it himself. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets him a 1st at the 29. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Pocket breaking down. caught in the backfield. It's Tyree. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. That's caught. It's Tyree. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He splits the uprights, and they'll push that lead out a little further. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. Get it out on the screen. Crosses the 30. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. Pulls it in. It's Harris. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The Huskies have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They'll try to get the first through the air. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
Breaks into the open. The tag. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the second half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You, keep being aggressive.
And the Huskies can really attack on this 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. Inside the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. He is having a day putting up numbers in a Myles Gaskin kind of way.
Yeah, just showing you a little bit of everything. But these are the kind of guys, man, when you find them, you feature them, you give them the ball as many ways as you can because he's got that dynamic playmaking ability that can make people miss and hit home runs.
To the ground with the back. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
In the slant route, you got to put that foot in the ground and cut in a hurry so you can create a little bit of separation from that cornerback, and a nice job with the concentration, plucking that football, pulling it in.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Going for 6. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They found the tight end, but he could not find first down yardage, and it'll be 4th down. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. He'll sneak it. Sneaks into the end zone.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rebels offense is back on the field. That lead has dwindled down to 3 now to see if they have a response. Off play action on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13.
I think going into halftime trailing, this defense knew that they were going to have to start making plays here in the second half. And early in the 3rd quarter here on this drive, they get a sack. That is really good news for this defense.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Great place to start for this offense. He'll start this drive firing. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the attitude by this team now. You just got a critical takeaway. You're set up in amazing field position down in the red zone. Take a shot. Go right now. Throw it. Don't even wait. There's zero hesitation. Force the defense on the very first play of the drive to have to step up. And the defense did exactly that. If you're on offense here, I don't know. I'd just throw it again.
And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Moving past the 25. At the 40, there he goes. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the single back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that first down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. And this one is perfect. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Quick handoff. There he goes. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Looking to take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskies. Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Handoff from the gun. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. Looking for a productive play on first down. Tight end now in motion. It's a draw. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe running it like you just saw there to get that done.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Bringing the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this offense might want to think about moving the launch point for this QB, because if you take hits like that from the pocket, it's really tough to complete passes.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Right on the money. They stop him before he can get to the first down marker, but he does cross the 50 and now to be fourth down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Got it on the outside. It's Harris. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Washington. Fit it in the window for the score.
And I love finding the big fella down in the red zone, 3rd and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Hurley. Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They're setting up the screen. Can't get him to the ground. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And they get the completion, and they get out of bounds, which is obviously important to stop the clock. But what's really important now is it's 4th down. And that made it more manageable, but obviously the clock is not as important as making sure you get this 4th down conversion.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And that decision will be questioned for a while. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to pass on second down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
And that'll not only be a first down, it'll be first and goal from the 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. A first down run in the red zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Huskies!
And you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Hurley. Fires to the big fella.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. He's looking to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. With the catch, it's Rudolph. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can.
On the play. Brings up second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass, it's Hurley. Working the middle, it's complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly